So obviously coming off of Sunday, we didn't really know what was going to happen. But Coach kept us ready. She gave us 3 days off to kind of refresh, refocus, and we practiced Thursday, Friday, Saturday, came back stronger than ever, and we all got together last night to watch the bidding, and we were really excited to find out that we were going back. It means, honestly, everything. I think that we're a really talented team, and I think that we're focused enough and want this enough, and I think that our work ethic throughout the season is what got us back. I just think that although we brought in 5 freshmen, we have a lot of returners, and we know what we just went through. So the freshmen are sponges. They knew exactly what we just did, and they were ready to get back. So we were able to just kind of keep them up, keep them on track, have a finger on the pulse, and make sure they're working as hard as they possibly could, just as the seniors made us work last year, which is what made it all possible to get back there. So really just to stay ready. We had a really good feeling we were going to get back, and we did. And Coach was just like, we can't let up right now. We're in a unique opportunity where as teams are still playing, we're just practicing. So we have to compete as hard as we can against each other, work as hard as we can every day in practice to get better as if we're mimicking another team. And I think we did a really good job at that. So hopefully we'll showcase that on Friday. We have 2 more good practices to come, another lift, a long bus ride, but we're ready. We're ready to get back there. We just got to stay focused and hungry and keep working and pushing each other in practice, and we should be okay.
Yeah, it was definitely really exciting. I mean, coming off of last year when we made it all the way to the Elite 8, that's definitely that's why we play, that's why we do preseason, and that's why we work every day, is to make the NCAA tournament. Whereas some teams have been in postseason for a couple of weeks now. Like, we have the opportunity to wear Stonehill on our shirt and go and show the other conferences like what we're all about, and everyone's super excited. I mean, obviously we're a young team, but everyone knows, most people came to our games last year, like how important this is to us. Definitely. I mean, I think a lot of people kind of counted us out this year because we lost 6 seniors and we're bringing in 5 freshmen, but we took that with a chip on our shoulder. We have 5 great freshmen, great returners, and I mean, we were the regional champs last year, and we wear that proudly, and we definitely are taking it as like there's a target on our back. And even though we may not be the highest seed and people may say, oh, they're young, like we definitely have it in us to come back and win this again. Yeah, I mean, obviously young team, brought in 5 new players, but it's like Coach always says, it's about the process. From the second we walk in on preseason, those track workouts, we're working hard in our individuals. The second we start the season, it's all about passion. And I mean, everyone is super passionate to be here. And it's a step-by-step process. So we take it game at a time, game by game, and we don't look too far ahead in the future. And that kind of helps us keep it there. And so by looking at what we did last year, people came in here super excited to like do it again. They said they know we can do it again. We're young, but it doesn't matter. We can do it, and that's exactly what we did every day in practice. We just did passion, and we didn't focus too much on what we lost, but more on what we gained. A lot of confidence from me, being one of the few returners last year. We lost like 4 starters, and a lot of the season has been for me being able to vocalize that confidence because, like Coach says, like I am one of the leaders that has to show the freshmen that we can do this. So a lot of the season has been trying to figure out for me how to show my confidence, and I've definitely been working on that, and I think it's really gotten good in these playoffs. Like right about now, like we know that a couple of us, me, Kelsey, Gabby, Morgan, we're all fired up to be back here, and all of us have seen the court, and it's really about us as a whole, not just me, really sharing that with the young ones. You can't take any team lightly. You can't take any possession lightly. You really have to do play by play. Every team that's made it this far is good enough, clearly, to win. And like I said, it doesn't matter about the rankings or the seedings. It's about what you're bringing in each play. And, I mean, clearly we weren't happy with the result of the New Haven game, but we've kind of put that behind us and focused on what we can do better. We're a new team. We're going into the NCAA tournament, and we just know that if the hustle's there, we'll get it. Oh, so exciting. I mean, every day. Can't stop thinking about it. I'm like, it's only Monday, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go, and it's Friday, but it's just so exciting.
Yeah, it was great. We are thrilled to be able to go back to the NCAA tournament. And, you know, with a young team, I was just hoping that we stayed on that bubble and didn't get bounced as we lost in the NE10 tournament. And because the experience of this will be just fantastic for a young team to get our feet wet and, hopefully do some damage when we get down there. Yeah, no, it's actually great. And I think this team, we've matured so much since the beginning of the year. But the good part of that, like you said, we are the defending regional champs, and we had kids that played in those games last year. So, their experience is definitely going to help us. And I know that, I think the veterans definitely, had kind of a chip on their shoulder in terms of, we know we graduated a lot, and I think people underestimated us a little bit. And they've done a great job, the veterans, the seniors, they've done a great job of, saying, okay, this is our new team and this is what we're doing, and we've got the same goals. And it's really, really fun to see them rewarded, to prove people wrong. And we're back in the NCAA tournament, which is great. Yeah, it definitely was a little more challenging, especially given that we were on spring break as a college too. So we had lost that Sunday, and so we did give the kids 3 days off. So a lot of them went home, and it was great because they used it appropriately. They refreshed. We came back and we talked about, okay, we're sitting at 6, so we've got to prepare. We're going to the NCAA tournament, and that was just our focus in terms of, day to day. And those first few days back, we just did a lot of up and down and scrimmaged, and just kept it intense, but good. All the kids loved to scrimmage. No drills. They loved it. But I've been really impressed. Again, as a younger team, I think we've kept a good focus, and that intensity that they've brought to practice has really been great. Yeah, no, I think it's an amazing field. I watched both the NE10 championship game yesterday with Lemoyne and Bentley, and that was a fantastic game. And Lemoyne has had such a great run, and that was a big win for them, obviously. And getting into the NCAA tournament for them is exciting. I think the first year for them. But the talent on the court there, and then I watched the Sciences Jefferson game, and those two Philly teams are so good. And we're playing Jefferson obviously, but you could tell they took it to overtime. Like that these are teams that they deserve their national rankings. You've got Sciences and Jefferson and Bentley and Lemoyne all have been ranked in the top 25. So it's going to be a great field. There'll be some great games, no doubt. Yeah, it's the excitement of this week that I love. Just starting with last night, the kids gathered and watched the selection show, and they were so excited to get started now that we know our opponent. So we had a really great practice today. Very, very happy with our intensity and the focus, and we've got another couple practices here, but we'll head down Wednesday, and then we get into the arena down there. We get to practice at Sciences on Thursday, and then, we play at noon on Friday, which I love. I love the early games. Just get to it. So, so we're excited. We'll head down on Wednesday. Yeah, we've watched a bit already. Again, I said I watched their championship game yesterday. They are such a good team. They're so tough. They have that grit to them. They're a Philly team with a lot of intensity and grit, and their guard play they've got high IQ. They like to run. They're going to push the ball on us. And, they've got some really athletic undersized posts that can pull you out to the perimeter. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for us defensively in terms of matchups and understanding. And they can score a lot of points. We know that. So, defensively, I thought, again, today I'm happy with how we worked today, focusing on personnel and some of the things that we're going to do. And I think offensively, it's just about doing what we've done and staying loose enough to not feel that pressure and that, big game scenario. But I like where our team is at right now emotionally.